So, actually, I want to share with you guys something very valuable, very important when it comes to interviewing, right? I was actually with a client last night, like at 10 p.m. over Skype, and they're going to have a very important interview. And a lot of times people just focus and they put all their attention on, the verbal game. But you gotta understand something. Your verbal game only counts less than 10%. To be exact, it's only 7%. So what should you really focus on? Don't get me wrong, the verbal game is very important in the interviewing aspect. But it's also about the mental aspect, the emotional aspect, and how can you get to that level? Body language, it's that simple. So here's one thing I'm gonna teach you guys today, which is you have to learn how to mimic other people. Now, I don't mean copy exactly what they're doing, no. For example, let's say that you're in the interview and the person is answering you questions and so forth, and they begin to speak. They're talking. And when it's your turn to talk, what you should do is try to imitate their gestures, especially if they have open hand gestures. So if they're talking like this, you also want to say, you know something? I find it very interesting that you asked me that question because I also believe the same way. Now right there, the interviewer was using this, and then I answered the question doing the same thing, open hand gestures. Maybe when he stands up and I'm standing up, maybe he's standing up like this. He puts his hand in his pocket like this. Then guess what? I might even do the same. But make sure that the other person doesn't realize that you're actually mimicking them or like doing everything that they're doing. But again, don't do that mistake. Don't do everything that they're doing. Just imitate certain little small things, certain subtleties. That's what's important. So if they put both hands in their pocket, you put one hand in your pocket and you begin to speak with them. If their legs are open up your legs a little bit too. If they pat you, pat them back. Probably not at the same time, but a little later during the conversation, right? Another awesome secret is this. If they begin to speak to you, correct, right? If they begin to talk to you, and they're like, I feel like you're a great candidate and that you're very qualified. Now right there, what you want to do is you probably want to rephrase what they just said and throw it back at them. How? They said, I feel. So then that means they're they're using the word I feel. I hear you. Those are keywords. I hear you out, or I feel you. I feel like you are. I understand. Like those are keywords. So then you want to rephrase them and throw it back at them. For example, let's say that the interviewer tells you, I feel like you're a great candidate. I love your resume, and you look like a great person and a great communicator. Then you would say, I really appreciate that so much. I also feel like you're also a good communicator, and that we're on the same pace. That we're in the same game. Whatever you want to say. What happened there? I said I was using some of the same terminology that he was using. And those words, he's using them. So if I begin to use them, he's going to feel internally that we have that connection. Now at first you may say that's impossible, that doesn't work. It does work. It's been scientifically proven, and I've done it so many times. I've gone to more than 100 interviews, and I've used a lot of these techniques, especially this one, and it works. And you can see the connection or the bond or that rapport, the official word, the rapport. Like you begin to feel it, and that's what you want to do. So whatever words they begin to use them too. Rephrase them and throw it back at them, or try to imitate their body language. Not completely, but to a certain point, yes. Because if you do it completely, they will notice that you're copying them, and they're not gonna like that. And guess what? All that rapport, all that bonding is gonna go down the drain, literally down the drain. But it works. It's been scientifically proven. So do this at your next interview. 2 simple secrets, but they work phenomenally. It's not only about your verbal game. It's also about the body language, but every other aspect. There's so many factors. But these 2 things mixed with your verbal game, that's what makes you more powerful. That's what makes you an ultimate interviewee. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and put a comment. And guys, till next time.